beautiful people. Welcome to another sweet, fantastic, amazing episode of NoCliché. I am your host, as always, Izzy Idiaru. Today, I have one of my girls with me. The beautiful, she's fine, she's talented, she's everything beauty with brains. None other than the beautiful Lauretta.
Hi.
How you doing, babe?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, you are fine. Look at you, skin popping. Show them the nails. That's the nails I've been drilling over. Show them the nails, but the ring on the nails.
You wanted to drag me?
Please, go. You're free. Feel me to drag.
Thank you so much.
So Lauretta is a content creator and also, should I call it, is it a pharmacist?
Yes. That's what certificate they gave me.
She's also a pharmacist. So if you go on her page, she's sharing health on there, she's sharing fashion, she's sharing BOE, she's sharing every single thing. She's a jack of all trades, Jack Chris of all trades. Okay, so today we're talking about bouncing back after a difficulty. Basically if you've had any form of like challenge, somebody dying, or you just having like a major life challenge and having to bounce back out of that. It takes a lot for different people to come out of whatever situation that they're in. It takes a lot for them to come out of it. And some people, it takes them just a little time, right? So it works differently for everybody. But we have a point of discussion today. When we get there, the point of discussion. But before we get there, have you ever had to deal with any form of life situation and coming out of that? What was coming out of that situation like for you if you've ever dealt with a major life situation?
Okay, I've dealt with two. It might be cliche to some people, or it might be weird to some people. I think the first one was at least the one I can remember, because I don't try to hold on to things. Do you understand? So the first one was me having an A in my 200 level in biochemistry. When you finish exam and everybody's like, how was the exam? You'll be bragging, oh my god, it was good, it was this. If I don't get an A, let me know why. It came out I got an E. Wow. I stood there and I cried. Like I cried my eyes out. I could not believe it. I went to the department because it was a burial course for pharmacy students. The department, they were like, it's negative mark. I said, so are you going to tell me that everything I answered, the negativity or whatever you put did, now gave me an E? I could not believe it. And I'm kind of person that academic excellence matters a lot to me. You understand? So after that time, it took me a while to love chemistry again. So I put my mind into reading. And that's the funny thing. I had 6 A's and 1 E. So every other course was good. Why is it that is this board course that? So it's not like I didn't prepare so much for the exam. And we had to do the course again in second semester. So
was it a course that you needed?
Of course. Conversely, if you fail it, you carry it over now. So I had to it was difficult because even the classes, I started skipping classes. I don't do that. So I started skipping classes. My friend would come and tell me, Lauretta, it's fine. It's just an E. There's no problem. You will pass it next time. It's easy for them to say. Because, but for me, I've never had a carryover before. Even secondary school, I've never failed a course. So failing that course that I know that, I was supposed to pass it was very, 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 it was, like I said, my criticism from people because, the whole social media thing now, first class doesn't matter. But for people like us that academic excellence really matters to, or book excellence matters to us, I took it very, very serious.
I know a lot of people watching this and they'll be like, what's wrong with this one? We die. If somebody died, I lost 5
Do you understand?
Last year. You are coming to say that what happened to you is. So people have different, so something that matters to you doesn't matter to you could matter a lot to somebody else. So you listening to her, that's her life situation. I can come and tell you the reason that the worst thing that happened to me was because I did not see food to eat in one day.
Maybe people are expecting me to say heartbreak. Sorry, but
so
men don't used to break my heart like that.
Come on.
No.
Come on now.
No.
So how did you get yourself out of that situation?
So my friends helped me.
Okay.
That's why I started forming group discussions. I think that was the first time I had a group discussion. For the first time. I was always been a lone reader. So from there, they were there for me, and then I was also a very good church girl then. Started going to church. So all those things really, really helped me. So from the group discussion, I think in that aspect, it really helped me come out from that phase. And that was it.
That's good. So, Davido. That's the one.
My God.
So Davido lost his child, his son, right? And he was away for a few months. And when we calculated, it was exactly 6 months. That he was away.
Felt like a year.
November or October, I don't know. But till now, up until the time that he released an album, that was like 6 months. And when he released that album, it wasn't what people were expecting. Because honestly, to me, I felt like I wasn't even expecting the video to be out maybe like another 2 years. If you took 5 years to process the entire situation,
that boils down to there are different ways people react to pain.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There are different ways. That's what I have to understand for myself too. The way I'm excited is not the same way my fiance can be excited about something. Not like he's not excited, but he's not that. Like, he doesn't have to, run around. Me, I can run around. I can cry and break down. But he some people will not shed a tear. Does not mean that they are not hurting way more than the person that is even weeping. Yeah. So I believe that people actually respond to pain differently. Yeah. Do you understand? So I don't even, if he feels that the album is going to make him like heal and move on, someone asks, I see it as a very stupid question. Like, the album is supposed to be sorrowful, dedicated to. Let me tell you one thing about these things is that songs are for life. They are years to come. Even when Davido is no more, will still be people will still play Davido or remember him. Maybe he doesn't want a situation whereby people will pick up that album and it's filled with sorrows or sad songs, or
have to listen to that
remind him again. So this is him moving on from that situation. And people use music, like good music, to heal. Nobody actually knows how he has healed those. In fact, it's very like his first appearance. Is it World Cup? When he went to sing for World Cup, like everybody I cried. Like, I was so happy at least he could come out. I know people that have not healed from their child loss. My auntie lost her only son like years ago. Even after adoption, she has not healed totally. I saw her Christmas and she said, is it because Casey Muro or something? People are posting them. It means that because her son died, who we are close to more, our cousin, and he's a very jovial boy, we stopped coming close to her, which is not true. Like, everybody grew and parted ways, that kind of thing. So, like, yes, she has adopted kids, but there's that hole. You see her smiling. It's only way she's like, but you not see the dad, her husband talk. My uncle will not talk about it. Does not mean he's not hurting. Exactly. Does not mean that he's not hurting. So it's only when you are close to them. Remember that these people are celebrities. There's a charade that they're going to put out there, like to be strong for their fans. So they have to put up that charade. Who knows what Choma is going through? Do you understand? So I still feel like the album is perfect. He may not even be enjoying it as much as people are enjoying it. There's something he said something like, I love that people love me. That's the way he put it, that we listen to his song. Like, I saw the tweet and I'm like, this guy is hurting. He could not believe it. Like, God, I love you. God, it's so emotional.
Out there is, of course, people thought,
don't expect people to react it the way.
So the conversation is, what made him come out as soon as he did? And when he finally came out,
6 months is not as soon.
What made him, drop the kind of album that he did? Because it was the same Davido that we hear.
6 months is not as soon.
Yeah, because everybody felt like he should have, put out something. We needed to know how you need to know how.
Yeah, right? You need to
because
cry, listen and cry.
Let's feel it. We want to know how you felt, right? So the other conversation is it that something was at stake that made him come out as soon as he did? Is it that there were investors and there were things at stake for him?
That's also possible. That's also possible. It has
something to do with Puma as well.
Yes, that's also possible.
It's like,
and
could he have lost
even Puma shifted their dates because of him. So
how this business,
their business, but at least they didn't launch the time they were supposed to. There was still like a shift. Even
so, maybe that was the. Come on.
It's very possible. I don't mind you. He can also decide to attend Puma and not launch the album and not release the album. Actually, if you think about it.
So it's like one of the Puma is not even the major thing. It was just was that one of the reasons you felt like you needed to come out because it was at stake?
We can't say that That's why.
Yeah.
We're only
Because
speculating.
speculating.
Exactly, we're all speculating. It can be many things. It can be that he has actually moved on. He has actually healed. Who knows? We can't actually say. And 6 months maybe is such a long time for him. If someone breaks my heart, I don't take 2 weeks to move on. That's me. Someone else I know has been stuck on the ex for going to 2 years. So now you understand. Like, some people, when they meet new people, they keep comparing them to their ex. They don't ever move on. Exactly. So I will move on. If you see me in 2 weeks' time and dating somebody else, before. Come on, what do you mean? Like, it's not like before. So there's something my sister made. She said, Lauretta. She said, Ebube, before you're breaking up, you already know the next person. So, guy,
you're one of those people.
Guy, please.
Hey,
I'm an Igbo woman.
I'm
an Igbo woman.
I
so
want to
please.
Judge you right now.
I still feel that this is the first time I actually like somebody that's breaking up. Okay, there's a relationship that's broke up that it took me like 1 year to heal totally. Not that I wasn't dating people in between trying to heal, but when I figured that out, I have not truly healed. It was almost like a year. I think that was the longest. But still, there are people that can actually do well with healing. I think we should also understand that the time frame. No, who set these standards, for goodness sake? Who said that you need to heal? If the video came out in 1 year's time and still release a soulful album, people will still talk. If it came out in 2 years and released a soulful album, people will still talk. In the end of the day, just do you. If he feels he doesn't want something that will remind him about it, do you. If you feel that's how he's healing, how he, some people will be crying, and when they listen to certain type of music, they are like elevated, the mood changes. Fine. Nobody cares. Please, I'm going to defend him with everything in me because it's my God.
Oh, you David don't. Baby, don't. Anyways, thank you so much, Lauretta, for coming on the show. Thank you for coming by, for stopping by. This is a really short episode because Lauretta has to go for her. Shut up that ring again. Let them say. Let's go for marriage counseling.
Hey, God.
Like she has left. Oh, she has left us now. You see, all of us are not in the same boat. She has entered our bus. It's cool. We like it.
So I have one last thing to say.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the last thing I have to say is, I like telling people, do you. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody at all. It doesn't have to make sense to me. It doesn't have to make sense to you. As long as it makes sense to you. And if you feel like you need help, like I said, my friends really helped me. And mind you, there's a certain point that your friends can do. They are not counselors. They're not experts. So know at that point when you should get professional help, when you need to bounce back from a certain situation. Also know, in fact, I even forgot to say something. Sorry, I'm prolonging it. When I lost my Twitter account, my original Twitter account, I nearly fainted. I was going for an interview and I cried inside the bus. I cried.
How many followers did you have?
I had 121,000. So I cried.
Wow. How many do you have now?
I have 75 now.
That's good.
Like, I cried.
It was
just a backup account.
Yes,
it was very painful. It was very, very, very painful. That account has been, for the longest, I became active again around 2018. And, I was a noisemaker. So, I really, really, really cried. Even up till now, I don't think I've ever gotten over it.
Because you're thinking, imagine how many followers I would have had. Now
I would have like 200,
exactly. 500K.
Do you understand?
Well, I mean, yeah.
So, but life just has to go on. Like, it goes on. The new account is doing well. The backup account is doing well. Like, people knows, this is Ebube and this is Lauretta. So life just goes on. Like, nobody waits for you. So that's just it. So do you.
Anyways, my name is Izzy Idiaru. If you want more of this, we have plenty of these episodes on YouTube. Of course, follow me across all social media platforms at Izzy_Idiaru. Can we find you on social media?
Can follow me too. Can follow me on Instagram, the Lauretta, and Twitter, the Ebube.
Fantastic. We'll see you guys next time. Toodles.
Bye.